Hello, I am Sowmya, currently pursuing BTech in CSC at Allied, and she is Mansi, currently working in Infosys. And we are here to do an activity as a part of our ELJS lab. Okay, let's start, sister.
Hi Soumya, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good, Akka. How are you?
Yeah, even I'm fine, I'm good.
Can you share your experience, how you prepare for the interview, and how strategies you have followed?
Yeah. So interview preparation, apart from your technicalities or technical setup and everything, it requires the way you communicate with your interviewer, the way you speak, the way you express your opinions. It's always said that a person can have a lot of knowledge, but even if the person is not able to communicate that properly, then it is of no use. So it's just the way, technical knowledge is very important, but along with that, the way you communicate is also important. So I mostly focused on the areas where I could try to speak more, like I could try to communicate more and learn new vocabulary, which would it's always better to have a handful of words, good words, which you can use to show the people that you are a better person for their company, or not even company and all, but still communication is the key in any interview. I feel the same. Yeah.
You had attended so many interviews, right? What was your experience?
So initially, the interview was mostly about the technical things. And the way the interviewer assesses you is something where they observe the body language, like how you sit, how you dress up, and most importantly, how you speak up, and also the technical things. Like they'll ask you the questions of which domain you are, or whatever role you are, what attending the interview about. And apart from that, also, they'll be mostly focusing on your communication, like the words you use, the way you speak to the interviewer. And I had a good experience. Like I was assessed with my technicalities. Along with that, also, I was assessed mostly on the communication skills, which I've shown to the interviewer. So my interviews were really good because every interview I got some feedback from the interviewer, which I mostly try to improvise, and moving forward it helped me a lot.
What role does the body language and confidence play in an interview?
So this is, I think, one of the most important aspect, because the way you speak, the body language it shows the other person what you are like, what is your attitude towards the interview that you show to the interviewer. Like if you sit very loosely and you don't show that much of confidence, they would feel that if this person is not confident enough, how would that person help us to grow more? Like how would the person exhibit their skills? How would in any culture, work culture, or anywhere you go, your collaboration and the way you talk to your teammates, the way you deal the clients, that is important. And for that, I think body language plays an important role. So whenever you get into an interview, make sure that you have your full. I won't say that you just think you are very good at everything and all, but I definitely would like to give a suggestion that have a confidence that you can do it and give you 100% for anything. And along with that, body language plays an important role. You shouldn't, the way the posture we maintain while giving an interview, we sit straight, and we keep our hands on the table, and we show them that we are very interested in this, and we're enjoying the interview, and we are trying to communicate more with the interviewer. That sets up a positive mindset towards the interview, rather than loosening up and not sitting properly and doing whatever you want. So that sets a negative impact. So better, I say, always check your posture of how you sit before the interview, and also have some confidence before speaking anything.
This is right. How did you handle the questions you didn't know the answer to?
So it depends upon the questions. Like if you have a little bit knowledge on the question, you can share the same thing with the interviewer. But if you're clueless about the question, and you try to frame up something, it sometimes works, but it's not approachable. You, if you don't know something, you should clearly state them that I have no idea on this particular question, but in future definitely you will read on this. And if you're having a little bit of idea on that question, I say you just tell the interviewer whatever you know about that, rather than making up new stories on that. That's not advisable. I would say, definitely say, if you don't know anything, like not even a single point of that question, I rather would say speak up and say you don't know that, and you'll definitely read on it for the future.
What are the biggest challenges you had faced in interviews and how you overcome them?
So, of course, technical questions would be very, sometimes it would be very challenging in the interview. But for me, um, it was, my all interviews were going good in terms of the communication and other aspects. And I faced some challenges in the technical interviews because of the complexity level of the questions were a bit high. But yes, I almost had some interviews for 1.5 hour. It was a bit exhausting, but it was fruitful too. And I have observed like the interviews mostly also go on your way of speaking. And if they ask me some difficult question, they were checking whether, even if I know I don't know, they were just trying to see if I get panic, if I start fumbling and all those things. But once, I think it was only in one interview where I fumbled a lot, and I got the feedback that better not to fumble. And from next interview, I made sure that even if I don't know something, I would rather not panic and fumble, and that worked actually. So whenever in any interview you don't know the answer to some things, I would rather say give a pause, take some time, and then answer, rather than saying fumbling and
Yeah.
adding some fillers and all. So don't do that. Yeah.
Like, what mistakes should freshers avoid during their first interview, especially in terms of communication?
I would rather say, I've already covered the things like fillers and all. Like you shouldn't say,
Yes.
like, even if you don't know some things, you better say, speak up and say, I don't know them, rather than covering up or building up new stories on that. And along with that, I would suggest work upon your communication skills. If you're not comfortable enough to talk before 70, 80 people, you better start talking to yourself in the mirror. That's a really best exercise for anyone, because people sometimes have fear of talking to people. I would suggest to overcome that as soon as possible. But if it is beyond extreme level, you just try to practice something with yourself in front of a mirror. And also, I would rather say just keep up the confidence that we can do it. And technical things, I know, of course, everyone will have their own way of going towards that. But I would say, in terms of communication and other things, you should not feel like, I don't know the answer. Oh my God, are they going to remove me? Are they going to dismiss me and all? Don't think like that. Be confident enough to show them that you can also handle adverse situations, and always keep up your body posture, everything perfect. Don't loosen yourself or sit in a bad posture, which might give a bad impact for the interviewer. And also, I think our faculty is the best, and they cover most of the things for these things. But yeah, I would rather say keep your body posture perfect, and also have a bit confidence. That would be enough for you to clear any kind of interview.
Yes. Like, what about the aptitude round? Like, is it easy to crack?
Okay. Okay. So, see, each person is having different kinds of intellect and all. So I would say, if you are very good at anything, still you need to practice. And if you don't know aptitude properly, I would rather suggest start working on it, because, obviously this is a famous thing that practice makes people perfect, right? So I would say definitely that start practicing. There is nothing in the world that cannot be achieved if we have passion, dedication, and practice. So I would rather say aptitude is most important, because it tests the way you solve and tests the way you use your reasoning, logics, and all. So I would say definitely aptitude is very important. And you have to practice it a lot. Like for a day, maybe take 2 hours in a day. You should practice aptitude. And also, maybe if you are not able to solve something, take help from YouTube, or take help from your faculty and anyone. There are many people around who can help. And if the help is not available, I would suggest take internet's help, because it will definitely guide you in a good way. And I would rather say that aptitude is very important for anyone.
In which year should I start the practice on aptitudes as well? Like I'm in third, 3-1, right? Should I start now or else
Yeah.
should I start in 3-2?
No, no, no. Delaying, procrastination, it is said that it is really bad thing. You should start whenever you have a feeling that I want to learn this. It's better you start right then and there. I even suggest you to start today because it's 7 o'clock in the night, right? You can start today and maybe for for 1 hour. Okay, fine. You are starting today, so do it for 1 hour. Do not procrastinate things. Okay, it's better if you start today. You will definitely ace it if you are doing it with complete concentration and all. And if people already might have started these things, I would say them please practice, continue practicing. And if people did not start it, I would say definitely start that from the day you have a feeling that I need to learn that. So I would suggest you, Soumya, please start it today.
Okay, sister. Like you attended some interviews, right? What about the GD round? How did you face it?
Yeah, GD round is something which is very like tricky, and you need to have some like I can say tips and tricks to crack GD. So I would say in GD it is better you have a point of view, like you hear point of view before speaking as well. So if a person has given you a topic on something and you don't know about the topic, it's better, it is advisable to first hear 1 to 2 people speaking on that, and based on that, if you make a notion on the particular thing, you speak up your point. But I would say rather not delay yourself or hold yourself back, because if you keep quiet for a long time, all people might speak. And one more thing is don't get aggressive in GD, because that is the trait which most of the people usually do. They exhibit a lot of what do we say, a lot of aggression in GD, and which is why most of them are disqualified also. I would say keep your point in a very positive note. No, a positive note doesn't mean that it should be always in favor of a particular topic. It can be also in maybe we have the things like supporting a topic or opposing a topic. I would say even if you support or oppose, uh, please keep your voice in a very good pace. Like the other person should not feel that you're getting aggressive with it, and be polite. Politeness and aggression in GD is a very fine line. You should be very perfect in keeping that line. If you are able to maintain that, then definitely it is easy for you to clear any GD round. So be polite, but keep your point also. That is also very important, I would say.
Yeah, thank you, sister. Thank you for spending your valuable time and answering my questions. Thank you so much. Okay, sister.
Sure, Samya. Thank you. I wish you very all the best for your future. Get into a very good company or start anything of your own if you want to achieve your dreams. I just want to say all the best.
Thank you, sister.